I like this right here. I like this right here. My show with Gen Zers. This is a authentic reaction. Gen Zers are canceling Spotify and buying CDs instead. Here's why. So if you don't know why I'm clapping, it's because Spotify has not been paying me for my music for 2 years. They decided to move the goalposts, and I can only get contracted for a certain amount of music that the game developer's budget accounts for. So if I have a minute 30 of music to write, it's not my fault that the tracks are a minute 30. That's what the budget allocates for. So when you release on Spotify, they said, oh, well, we might think that's fake. So anything under a minute 30, we're no longer going to pay you for it. Oh, but that's theft, Spotify. That's theft because I pay to be on the platform. Yes, every time I release a soundtrack and y'all want to hear it on Apple Music and Deezer and Amazon and Apple and Tidal, I have to pay to put that music on those streaming platforms. So that's number one. Number two, there are paid subscriptions that range from $10 to sometimes $30, I think, that they get every month. Number three, they get a ton of ad revenue. Tons. I mean, you already know this if you're a Spotify listener, whether you're listening for free or you're paying the premium, you're going to hear an ad. That's because that was paid for to be slotted there. Got to pay the bills. But if your streams as an artist doesn't reach more than 1,000, they get to give away the streams that accumulated to someone else. Like, oh, I don't know, Taylor Swift. Even though she's not even a proponent of that, but they'll give it to the next biggest artist that's on the platform. Let's say Drake, because he's still on there. We love the whole situation of what's going on there with him, right? So they're gonna give because my music isn't over minute 30, which is something I can't control. I've only contracted to kind of write for that amount of time. That's what was done. And then I have to pay to be on the platform. They get paid subscriptions, and they get a jackload of ad revenue. And then if I don't reach it, you're going to give my music that was accruing stream money to someone else. That's theft.
Here's my proof. Check out these screenshots.
So let's get into why Gen Zers are canceling, and that's going to hurt a little bit, I believe. So a number of Gen Z and millennial music lovers, 2 generations, karma points, baby. You got to look out for those karma points, are walking away from Spotify and other big streaming platforms, opting instead for CDs, iPods, and other forms of physical media in a bid to reclaim a sense of ownership over the tunes they love. I don't even want to read anything else. I love it already. Thank you, Gen Zers. Thank you, millennial music lovers. Thank you. Big love. The shift has been playing across TikTok and other platforms, reflects a wider generational backlash against digital overload and subscription culture, and a renewed appetite for slower, more intentional ways of consuming media. I decided to leave stream platforms because one day I realized that I already have a decent collection of music, knew how to access CDs, buy music for an iPad, and actually own it. Amity, a New York-based creator who posts under the handle The Brooklyn Bruya, told Newsweek, "It's something I did my whole life and still partially as an adult. So I decided to fully commit and letting go of the streaming services. Because they don't pay."
I'm done playing.
I'm going to show you right now what my streaming revenue is that I get per month. I'm going to be very transparent about it so that you can see. The move from the streaming is not all about rejecting technology outright, but choosing limits as more young people speak openly about burnout, decision fatigue, and constant online noise. Physical media, once dismissed as outmoded, has become to feel newly appealing. Among digital cameras and books, CDs, MP3s, and even Walkmans offer something mass streaming does not. Okay, so this makes sense why CDs are actually picking up in terms of orders. Again, that's Wildstar. Permanence, individuality, focus on tactile connection to culture that cannot be revoked with the policy change. I'm going to read that one again. Focus and tactile connection to culture that cannot be revoked with a policy change. Because I was getting paid before you moved the goalposts, Spotify. And when you did that, you created something called theft. Now, I can't afford to sue you really about to do it like I want to, but this is why I've been promoting things on a specific platform, which I'll talk to you about too at the end. But that right there, a rise in prices or a deleted account. In a TikTok video, Amity shared a day in the life of someone sending physical media over streaming services like Spotify. Oh, yes, please. Oh, that walk. Oh, hold on. I got to look at this Walkman. Jog proof? Yeah. 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 Nice. Okay. The clip shows them listening to a CD, portable Blu player, and dancing to the music through wired headphones. Wired, not Bluetooth. Latter of having become a big trend among Gen Z in 2025. Oh my gosh. The caption acknowledged that more efficient options exist. MP3s, iPods, ripping CDs to a computer. Made clear that efficiency was never the point. Amity, who prefers to keep their full identity private, is 30 and grew up before streaming services dominated music consumption. They said their relationship with physical media has deep roots, shaped by childhood habits that were gradually sidelined by instant gratification of platforms such as Spotify. Over time, however, those platforms began, I feel, less liberating and more draining. Oh my gosh. I got a lot of work to do. I just had an epiphany. I had another great idea. I got work to do. Oh my goodness. Listening to music this way made me realize how bad my decision fatigue was when selecting songs on streaming. Inability to listen to a full album without growing bored. Wow. Physical media brings me back into myself and allows me to be present for the music I'm experiencing, unlike streaming, which takes less thought, effort, giving me the same effect as doom scrolling. Physical media and collecting other things from my childhood, such as toys and Tamagotchi, became ways to do that and brought me so much healing. Amity said, that's when the idea to post about love and collection for physical media was born. The appeal of physical media extends beyond nostalgia. For many young people, it's the direct response of growing feeling that digital culture is built on access, not ownership. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many ideas. Songs, films, and shows paid through subscriptions and held in clouds can disappear without warning and moving goalposts so that the artists don't get paid. Licenses can expire and platforms can change terms overnight. We're all waking up to the fact that we're basically own nothing. That's right. They wanted that. But you can own something. Gotta vote with your wallet. Not movies, shows, songs, art, games. It's all borrowed in a place that can be deleted forever despite paying for it. The sense of, it's a new word for me, impermanence has collided with a broader cultural mood. Gen Z, often described as digital native, is increasingly vocal about the downside of being constantly connected alongside trades towards flip phones. Oh man, yes. I just saw someone have a flip phone the other day. I was teased about that. I had a flip phone up until, 2013. Teased. Just had to wait, a little over another decade. It's all good. Bring the sidekicks back. Bring a sidekick 4, I'm buying it. And bring the Engage 2, I'm buying that too. Film cameras and analog hobbies and resurgence of CDs, MP3 players reflects a desire of media that demands attention rather than fragments in it. While the trend is still somewhat niche, similar posts documenting the shift away from streaming have also gained attention online, underscoring how much the sentiment has spread. Leaving Spotify has changed my life.
It smells good in here. It smells good.
I'm feeling really good right now. Pointing to cost as a major factor, noting that subscriptions can quietly add up to hundreds of dollars over time. And they'll use that $100 and not pay the artists, especially when they pay to be on it. It's not free. The message has resonated amid a cost of living crisis that has left many Gen Zers reevaluating recurring expenses and the value they get in return. Elsewhere, as a clip of themselves moves it into iTunes Drive on screen, the year I cancel my Spotify subscription and start owning media. Ready to return. Oh my gosh. Streaming platform remains dominant. Mode of consumption. Physical media is unlikely to replace entirely. I know, but it starts with this movement, and they listen to each other. They listen. Growing interest in physical media can coexist in streaming services, but that recent in-house data suggests that the platform is still popular ever with younger users. See a strong engagement on Spotify, and Gen Z is one of our most active engaged audiences. According to 8,400 respondents across 19 global markets. Gen Z users, satisfied in their time. 63% of Spotify playlists created so far in 2026 were created by Gen Z users. We believe physical media and streaming can coexist and often complement one another. Our focus remains on building the best experience for listeners while supporting artists, creators, and authors by deepening their connection with fans. Still, growing subset of listeners choosing CDs over algorithms is not about rejecting the comfort and convenience of modern technology, but about reclaiming agency in the media landscape increasingly feels endless and intangible. I think it's proof that we are stepping away from centering streaming for media consumption. Okay, good. Oh, yes. All right. It starts here. I'm glad. Are you one of these Gen Zers? Are you one of these millennial music lovers? Because if so, I'm going to ask you now to support my music on Bandcamp. You get to own it. You get the high quality stuff. You can also go to Even Backstage and get it there. And I have right now physical media for you. I have 2 copies left of Deity Quest, which is a limited edition run. And then I have the latest vinyl coming out, AGROUND on Vinyl. So if you're one of those Gen Zs and millennial music lovers, I know it wasn't about vinyl, but that's physical media for you. You can go get you a record player. Those are definitely video game music. Vinyls are definitely a hot commodity, but I will have CDs. If you support it and you're one of those, support my music on Bandcamp. Don't even bother about the streaming anywhere else. If you want to take a listen, the try before you buy, you can listen to it on Bandcamp. It is everywhere else because I know this is going to take time, but I just want to applaud y'all. Big love, my champ, my show. I'm thankful. This is just to kind of enlighten y'all about what it's like to be a video game composer in this era, to go through this as a solo artist and really as a solo video game composer. I don't have an agent. I don't have a manager. It's just me. So this is stuff I deal with. Spotify taking money out the pocket, but y'all could really enjoy some really good video game music and have a really good time and enjoy that way. But I want to enlighten y'all with this. I want to tell y'all about what I'm offering for 2. You like it? Big love, support. And I'll probably have another video of a bigger breakdown. If you're interested, let me know, of the full thing of what happened with Spotify. All right? Big love.